No, we're gonna start. So I have a question for you before I start. I want to know, does anybody here in the audience know how much it costs to have a heart attack in the USA? You don't really have to answer the question, but we're gonna talk about that later. Just keep it in mind and put it in the bag right there, because let's start from the beginning, right? And right here, I'm working my last job as an engineer in the oil and gas industry. And right there, I'm burning my hand. As we see, I failed to do some operation, and I burned my hand with this black smoke that is coming over there. So my name is Nilo Quiroz, I'm Mexican, and I'm in France for other reasons, you're gonna see why. So who I am? I am a failed rocker, actually. When I was 15, I dyed my hair in green. I thought it was the best thing to do in that time. And I started a rock band, and I was traveling the whole world, right? But no, I failed, I didn't do anything. And I just started with my friend right there. After that, I tried to be a swimmer because I already was swimming when I was in high school and stuff. But I also failed. I made it to the local newspaper, and it was okay, but I never made it to the Olympics, so I consider that a failure as well. Then, and this is the part, I was an engineer then. I tried to be an engineer because my dad said, and you have to do what your dad said in Mexico, okay? We're not in Europe. So, I tried to be an engineer there. And then now, this is the part when I get interested, because now I'm an entrepreneur. And between these two guys, this is a very good story that I want to try to tell you. So, do you know this guy? Oh, okay. So back in the day, I was right here top of my game when I was an engineer. And this is the story starts. So I just received a letter of 90% efficiency in an oil and gas company, you know, from a client that sends a letter for an engineer that he's doing very well. For my company was like, oh my God, we never got that. So we were very good, but guess what? After a month of that, they released me because it was the 2016 oil and gas crisis. So they released me, and I was like, okay, but I was good, no? Or I didn't know. So that's what happened. And after that, I went back into the memories, and do you know this guy? Rocky! So, you're supposed to hear something here? But anyways, this guy is Rocky Balboa, for the ones that doesn't know. He was a boxer. He failed in the movie #1. Actually, the whole movie is about his failure. And then in the movie #2, he beats Apollo and he wins the championship. And then in the movie #5, he failed everything and he has a restaurant. And he's a very important restaurant, and he shares stories with people about his failure so they don't commit them, right? So somebody at this point, when I failed into my engineering career, told me, why don't we open a catering business, you know? And I said, well, Rocky did it. And it seems easy, so why not? Let's do it, right? So I said, okay, let's just start doing a catering business. It's easy peasy, right? This guy made it, I can make it. So, you know, assumption is a very big fuck up. It's the mother of all fuck ups. Somebody told me that, and now I know why, right? Because I assumed it was easy, you know? I assumed it's so easy. So easy that when the chef told me, Nilo, do you know what's a courgette, right? This thing right here, it's a... They told me, Nilo, can you get some courgette for me? And I went back and run to the store and I grabbed whatever I saw green. I came back and I get cucumbers, you know? And the guy's like, this is not a courgette, you know? This is a cucumber. I mean, this is not it's this thing. I mean, it's so different. And I was like, but they look so similar. You can use it, right? So I was so lost in the food industry. So you shouldn't assume stuff, you know? So I'm gonna show you this right here. And you see my business started very bad. You see that? This is the zero line. I mean, we're making no money here. No money at all. We're going down, going down. This is the first and the second year. And then you see a big drop here that we're going to talk about it, because that's the part that's interesting. What happened there? What can I see? You know, it's going bad, but then it went super bad. So we started the business in the worst way you can start a business, okay? So we were 4 people that wanted to start a business. So one that has to lose a job. Second person that doesn't know what to do with the future, he just graduated college. Third person that is not really sure that he wants to do food for their life. Another person, the only person that knows about the food business, is pregnant and is about to deliver in 3 months. And she's gonna teach us everything real quick, and then we're gonna make it. But we're 3 engineers and 1 person from the food, you know, industry. So we said, yeah, we can make it, you know? And no, I admit that that's when I fucked up. And this guy right here is me. After having a pre-heart attack in the USA, because I was working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. with a lot of stress on me. And you know, when you're 28 years old and you have like something that stopped your heart for a minute, and you vanish and you fell into the floor, my brother just quickly saw me, and they kept me going to the emergency room. And okay, I was flat dead for a little bit, you know. And since then, I have to you know, I have this thing that is not that, I'm not that old school. I mean, it's not a beeper, you know. It's monitoring my heart all the time because when you're 30, there's higher chance to risk your life because of this. So the whole team, this is like the whole team stopped right now. Time stopped there. When I was in the hospital, everybody came. And I was taking so much stress because of this, you know, because everything was going wrong. And we were doing many things wrong. And there's 3 things here that I learned from this experience. That we were pointing at each other instead of helping each other. And we were not having communication with the team, you know. We were just saying, you did this wrong. And we were not having like, this needs to be done, you know. And the last one, we didn't have procedures. We were just thinking it was so easy to make food that we didn't have any procedures. And we are engineers, right? So these are the 3 lessons I learned. And to answer that question, $60,000 cost to just be 2 days in the hospital because you have a pre-heart attack in the U.S.A. So not only my savings account was gone, my business was gone, my credit now was gone in the U.S.A. And that's it. That's it for you, right? So after that, that's it, no? That my life is gone. But no, we talk, we sit and we make a plan. And after that, in 2017, my business is #1 in Houston for catering business. You know, we got this award from Easy Cater, that award from Expertise in 2018, 2018, and 19. We made up a plan and we changed the whole strategy. And actually now on Instagram, you can see we have these motivational Monday quotes and they're very popular in the Instagram. And there's like, failure is not about just failing. Change is the thing that is gonna make you fail. You need to change and adapt. What am I doing wrong? How can I change it so I cannot continue failing? And that's what I learned from this experience. We changed a lot, and now we made it. Now, after that, I met also amazing people. We have 4 years now in Houston operating. I have been into conventions and explaining my brand. I get to meet the mayor of the city, and I was there with the Astros coach, and I have the ring because they won the series, World Series in 2017. So I have met amazing people after my failure. So this is why I call it second chance, right? These are my partners right here. One is right there taking video. And now we have a vision that, you know, technology is coming, and we know now we really know about the food business a lot. And thanks to him that he knows a lot about technology. We're gonna launch this application in Singapore. We're on the works on that, and I'm basically why we are in the south of France is trying to get raisings, you know, investments. So like that gentleman right there, you said 2 million. All right, don't worry, we'll talk about this. Okay. So we're raising in funds. I know I got you over there excited, so we'll talk about it. And you know, one last thing I want you to go home with it is like if I ask you, how many times can you burn your hand, like in the first picture, how many times can you burn your hand until you achieve your dreams? This is me right there, burning my hand again in another operation, and I just stopped counting. Thank you very much.